Hi guys, welcome to MultiUniversity, where we talk about the multiverse of DC. I'm here with my good friend Calvin.
Hi.
I'm here with my good friend Sam.
What? Yeah.
And Josh is here.
Fuck!
Maybe this is going to be family friendly, but we've just set the whole tone. Alright, so, would anyone like to explain what the multiverse is to people who...
Yes,
Shit.
Ah, shit, I guess that's me.
The Multiverse
Oh, sick.
Oh, come on, Sam.
Sam's on a mad one.
is a collection of universes created by each choice an individual makes depending on their situations.
That's the theory of multiverse in science. However, DC is like,
Not science.
What is science at the end of the day? So basically it means that there are only 52 for some reason. And
That's all they could think of.
explaining this, and this is all focused around the comic which was released, I think, 2015, 2016. I've done no research on this.
Well, that's 2 years ago.
It was a while ago. And called Multiversity, where all, actually a majority of the universes collided in an epic crossover event. Alright, so, here we go. This is a rundown of the story that happens.
Do it.
Reading a so-called haunted comic, Nix Uotan, the Super Judge, and the Last of the Monitors. That's a lot to draw.
Sorry, did you just say Uotan?
It's Nixuotan.
Uotan.
Uotan.
Nix
Nix Uotan.
The Super
No,
I
Judge.
like it.
No racism. This is not a good way to start.
Okay.
Josh is brown, by the way.
Okay.
It's all good.
Okay.
Correct, he's the last of all the monsters.
Yes, the Last of the Monitors and his pirate monkey, Stubbs.
Stubbs,
It's fine.
dude. Is he called Stubbs because
this
he
is
has like
confusing.
no hands?
No, it's
like,
a monkey. It's a pirate.
Stubbs.
This
Okay.
is the most confusing
it's
opening
pirate,
sentence.
Regular
Like,
ass monkey.
so Nix Uotan, Super Judge,
Stubbs.
and his pirate monkey use the Ultima Thule, which is their spaceship, to travel to Earth 7. They find its reality bent out of shape, and the only surviving superhero is the Thunderer, who's a god of thunder. The Gentry then appear. Giant evil creatures who apparently sent out a fake SOS to get
Hey.
Nix Uotan in.
I know those guys.
Their names are Dame Merciless.
I thought you were just gonna say Dave. Their names are Dave.
What's Dave?
George,
Trevor.
Trevor.
Dame Merciless, Hell Machine, Lord Broken, Demogorgon, and Intellectron.
Why did my parents give me some shit name? Like, for real? Would have loved to be called Hell Machine.
Nyx, like, basically they're gonna beat the shit out of the Thunderer, so Nyx is like, nah, take my place. And they shout, choose your weapons, Nyx. So he chooses a comic and a Rubik's Cube. Meanwhile,
Damage your health.
on Earth 23, Superman, whose name is Calvin on that
Yes,
world,
it is.
but he's
Oh,
black,
he's totally black. Whoa.
based on Barack Obama as
He's a
well.
president, Josh.
Based
21st
on Barack
century.
Obama?
He's based on Barack Obama.
That's dope.
He's
Yeah.
the president
There he is.
of the United
And
States.
everyone on
That's
that world is black, apart from Batman, I think.
right. Says it all, doesn't it?
But like, there's like a black Wonder Woman, a black Green Lantern and stuff. But then there's like Vixen as the main part of the thing.
Dark
Vixen's
Knight
black as hell.
I know, that's what I'm saying. So like they've replaced maybe cyborgs.
Maybe someone's white.
Fights a robot from another dimension. That
Is he black too?
What? The robot?
He's-
Just everything. In this.
We said this isn't racist, guys. Come on.
But it's true.
Being black isn't racist.
I don't know.
Yo, that guy's so black.
Red Tornado's still red. Red Tornado's still red.
Ah,
mean,
that's
soon.
fine. He's black on the inside. That is. So the fights a robot from another dimension, and they rip off his arm, and the arm is drawn to another universe. He gets sucked in. Superman gets sucked into it. To the House of Heroes, where he is greeted even, by Captain Carrot.
Nice.
Like that.
He's,
Is he
Carrot.
a carrot?
He's basically
super buff bunny.
He's like Superman's equivalent, but he's a rabbit.
Yeah, he
Nice.
is.
He informs Superman that they are in the bleed space, rotating through the fifth dimension around a fixed point in the orrery of worlds, which comes into play later. He is then led to Dino Cop, who is running the operation there.
He sounds so cool.
He's like, I don't know, he looks like a janitor, but he's also a dinosaur. Like, can you find Dino Cop?
Yeah.
I might, if I'm gonna be bothered, I'll put
Is
a
he the one
picture of
with
him on
huge
the screen.
fin on his
Yeah,
head?
he is. He's like orange, and he's like,
Why is Wonder Woman a dwarf?
oh, that's the door. That's the
And like 4.
that's the Lil Universe, because there was a comic series called Lil Gotham, and they built like a whole universe around that.
And it was called the Little Universe.
No, Lil, L-I-L
Lil?
They
apostrophe.
couldn't be bothered to spell the
Lil.
real thing.
Little Universe.
I can't spell.
Hmm.
They discover all of them are in comics in each other's universes.
Where everyone's ruled by Lil Wayne.
So like, Superman's a comic in one person universe.
Oh, that's cool.
Captain Carrot. Superman then decides
Oh,
to lead a small team to return to Earth 7 to help Nyx. The team is him, Captain Carrot, Aquawoman of Earth 11, where every gender is swapped. So there's
Wonder Man.
One Man, yeah. Of Earth 11, the Red Racer of Earth 36, who's a comic book nerd, and the Thunderer.
That's it. He has no powers. He's just a
He's
confident man.
really,
He just
really
likes
No,
not-
he's like he's the Flash.
Yeah,
he's
He's
the
a
Flash.
speedster. He's a speedster.
But he's like, I know the comics. like I think he's gay with the Green Lantern of that world. I'm not sure.
Just like every
Yeah.
other
Because
Flash
he's like, don't go, man. And they're like, no, they need your power rod here.
Whew.
Oh,
Bit suggestive
I know
there.
it's very suggestive.
Yeah.
just like every Flash.
But like, there's people who's
Probably
like,
not.
they don't know their DC comics from their Vertigo, and it's like, that guy. They use the Ultima Thule to play the right vibrational frequency, because that's how you travel the universe. Because you know, how, like Flash, his frequency needs to be different to go to the right shit. That's how he does it. And because he's black, Superman plays. No, he's like, I'm just freestyling jazz to get to this universe. He literally does that. And it's like, come on. They enter the space between.
Pull a saxophone
How
out
do
of
you
nowhere.
control that though?
Freestyle jazz.
It's like you have to hit a certain note to get to.
Like, the spaceship was like a harp.
But you Hit that E just right.
And they enter space between universes where they encounter some kind of giant monster, but they don't really fight it. They just kind of avoid it.
They don't give the monster a name either. Some kind of giant monster.
It's just like some kind of parasitic entity.
Oh, yeah, it's like 12 heads and it's green.
Yeah,
It's
it's,
like-
it's got like weird like claws and shit. It's weird.
Tentacles.
Okay, so they miss Earth 7. They just fucking skirt around that shit.
School.
And they
Fuck
get
that,
taken to Earth 8, in which Lord Havoc has taken possession of 3 items of tremendous power.
Ooh.
They're not that important, so like.
Okay, cool.
The Omni Gauntlets, the Genesis Legs, and the Lightning Axe of Wonder Dajin.
Sound can't read.
I mean,
No.
it's probably not English either.
No, it's the Wonder.
Wunderyin.
The Wunderwaffe. It takes me to the Wunderwaffe. The team encounter the Retaliators, who are like, I think there's like a Captain America analog or
Iron
something
Man.
like that. Who they're like, we're gonna fight you, but they don't.
Well, they're Scottish.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
gonna fight you.
knock you out, mate. As this happens, Lord Havoc, who's like the bad guy there, kills more people of Earth 8 and uses 2 of his powerful artifacts to hatch the 3rd, the Genesis egg. Lord Havoc begins to burn up from the power of the egg. So Deadeye, who's Hawkeye,
Cool.
essentially, shoots him in the eye. Got an eye thing. I don't know. Just a big fan of the eyes. But then the egg begins to hatch. Thunderer realizes that Nyx is inside and he used the spear to open it. And then someone's like, bro, don't do that. But then Nyx comes out and he's like, bro,
Some civilians stood on the side like, bro,
Bro.
don't do that.
that's
Bad idea.
that's a bad move. He's released, but Nyx is all like, oh, I've been like tortured for like ages in there. I don't mean like, not for
Like,
like,
like an exact measure of time.
not for like an hour, but like,
Like a
like
while.
he calls it an eternity of suffering. So it's like longer than an afternoon. And then he's like, screw you guys, I'm going to turn on you and I'm going to kill you. And then there's a bunch of comics that like, they're affected by the multiverse, but they don't affect the story in the process.
Right.
So then we go to the Rock of Eternity, which is in Earth 5, I want to say. But the Rock of Eternity, so the wizard Shazam is there just chilling and grilling.
As you do.
And then it is attacked by a second giant man-made rock made by Dr. Savannah. And he does it to steal its power and give his 3 kids the power of Shazam.
Shazam.
Then Captain Marvel shows up, because on Earth 5 he's still called Captain Marvel.
Gay.
Which is, like, I prefer Shazam. And his allies, which are Freddy, I think he is, Captain Marvel Jr., and Miss Marvel. And then it turns out that what Savannah did, Savannah read a comic, which gave him the idea to connect to other multiverse and connects with every other Savannah in the multiverse.
Huh.
One of them's a snake.
So is that 52
just
of them
Like,
or an infinite?
like an actual snake, or just like a
No.
snake?
No,
You're
they never get to 52 of them, because I think some of them are empty. They never make contact with Earth 0, which is New 52.
Yeah.
A couple of us that just don't have any kind of Savannah. So it's like 28 or something like that. So it's poor from him. You expect better from him.
Come on, man.
And their plan is to use the Rock of Eternity to create Suspendium, which is used to create artificial time so they may rule forever. Because basically there's a bit at the beginning where the Shazam's going through the days, and it's like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so Sunday, Savannah Day. What?
That's not right.
So Savannah's released all the possibilities they thought, but then they bring in the Lieutenant Marvels, who are a bunch of fat guys with jetpacks and a tiger.
Are they all fat?
Yeah, I think so. One's a tiger.
Is
but
the
like
tiger
a fat tiger.
Okay, cool.
There it is.
Ah, yeah.
It's a fat tiger.
It's a fat tiger.
Oh, cool.
I'd never heard of the Lieutenant Marvels before.
It's
Though.
an old guy.
They're not all
They're
fat.
kind of fat.
No,
None of them are
I
like.
He's not fat.
No one's like muscly. No one came in with like
Yeah, no.
anything to bring to the table.
Not like, you know.
don't know, they have a tiger.
I mean, yeah, but it's talking normal tiger. Like, you know when you got a tiger and you got like Tony the Tiger. Like, it's not what you need. Captain Marvel flies through the train tunnel that leads to a Rock of Eternity to be confronted by Black Savannah, who's like basically he says Shazam turns into like Black Adam, but he's still got glasses and he's ugly as fuck. Captain Marvel then realizes that the extra day is only 8 hours long,
Oh,
so he just
no.
waits Savannah out until the day's over.
Mm.
The Little Savannah from the Little Earth
Of course.
team up with Psycho Savannah, who's like got some Hannibal Lecter thing going on, where they murder Little Aquaman, Cyborg, and Martian Manhunter. Before being killed, Little Batman is saved by the Batman of Earth 17, who's the one with the freaking
Bubble helmet.
bubble helmet. I like him. He always is like fragging and Joker damn it instead of God damn it.
Nobody's called me Bruce.
Yo, is there a multiverse where Martian Manhunter doesn't die? So
Nah.
That's not feeling.
I mean, he came back in like the original timeline in Blackest Night.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah. Meanwhile, the Savannahs betray Little Savannah and allow Snake Savannah to eat him because they were like, "Why would we need you? You're a tiny little man. We'll kill you." Little Batman discovers a comic book showing Earth 51, in which Kamandi has found the island of the God Watchers.
Ooh.
On it, they find the empty tomb of Darkseid. So Darkseid has been released.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Darkseid isn't like individual to each universe.
There's only just one.
He's the
He
one.
is one and only
One
Dark
dark
Shit.
side.
Well, because on the orrery of worlds, it shows that Apocalypse and New Genesis are outside of the multiverse.
Okay.
Oh, fair enough.
Are you for real?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
On New Genesis, the New Gods watch, discussing how Darkseid is going through worlds and somehow merging with all emanations of himself through the multiverse. So there's like Darkseid analogues in a
Okay.
different universe, and he's basically going and being like, "Nah, I'm Darkseid."
Oh, okay, cool.
Bugger
Is it
off.
no? Who you
No, he's
know?
like, you ain't.
You ain't it.
They then discover a comic displaying how the multiverse came to be. Now, what I was going to do, chuck that over here, Sam. The multiverse, the comic. I may explain to you word by word from the comic. What is it? What is said?
Okay.
And I'll see if you understand this shit.
Cool.
so-
Words, go.
It opens with, "Once nothing and everything were the same thing."
Ooh.
And then
Uh-huh.
there's an exclamation mark. That's the end of the sentence. Just, and then
Oh, and then.
an
Nice.
imperceptible flaw is discovered in a hitherto immaculate perfection.
Oh,
Can you
yeah?
wait?
Imperfect. No wait.
Imperceptible? Is that what you said?
Imperceptible.
Imperceptible
Yeah. So it's not
flaws.
flaw. Just one.
Flaw, just the one.
So one thing.
So they had like a perfect world,
which
Yeah.
is nothing.
one flaw that they had no idea like how it came about.
Yeah,
They're
cool.
Like,
That makes sense.
fuck this shit. Let's make 50 other places.
I just didn't believe somebody said flaw because I thought you meant like the flaw. Like you found one imperceptible
this-
flaw
this-
nobody
this-
could stand.
This lovely rug came out of nowhere.
This flaw is very unstable.
Shit. Gotta get wicks in me. A flaw that is everything, perfection is not. I think it basically means.
A flaw that is everything.
I think they were trying to say that like when there was nothing, everything was perfect because if there's
Because there was nothing.
if there's nothing, then
There's nothing to
wrong
be
with it.
perfect. Yeah.
Nothing
No.
to be wrong with.
So if there's something there, they're like shit.
Fuck, this is bad.
Defining its relationship to the flaw, perfection names itself monitor mind the overvoid.
Bit pretentious if you ask me.
Nah, don't worry about it.
Of the overvoid is monitor born and anti-monitor,
Of course.
which is the opposite, the conflict generator, the story machine. That's just a bunch of words.
Those don't mean anything.
It basically means like, so the monitor, like the perfection, which was like nothingness, was like, I'm gonna give myself the name monitor, and then there was something left over, so they were like, nah, we're the anti-monitor, we ain't feeling you anymore.
Ooh. Alright.
Monitor mind, in shock from the schism, acts to contain the flaw. It's like a tube. It's like a
Cool.
tube. Like a tube.
Is that the imperfection?
I'm pretty sure I've read this already. But go on.
For study, Monitor Mind brings forth Science Monitor Dax Novu, who I think is Nix Uwerton's like dad, who selflessly enters the floor and is contaminated is also split.
Dax, what are we going to call our son?
Nix.
Nixuotan. Yeah, that sounds good.
Why don't you give him our last name? Listen!
Listener! Want to be original here,
Did
okay?
you read the bit? I'm perfect. I'm great.
Can't have another me.
What had been universe became multiverse.
Yeah.
Divided, deranged. Novu catalogues and numbers each variation on a basic theme, each alternative twist. But Novu looks too close. Too deep. Infected by activity and process, the endless play of matter and narrative, Novu is blinded, corrupted by the flaws, lightning dazzle, and so begins all things with a flash.
I feel like this shouldn't be a
Wow.
podcast. You
And
should be
then
like an
came-
audiobook.
Dr. Monty.
Dr. Monty confirmed. With Barry Allen.
Close enough.
Now we get Barry Allen's origin problem. A young police forensic scientist endowed with super speed powers after a freak lab accident in Central City.
I
Now,
love them exclamation marks.
there's no exclamation mark. I just
Oh, you said freak?
I was
Yeah,
just really
I just like the
excited.
word freak.
Flash is a god. Okay.
He's not a god, he's gay.
Flash is like the centre of everything he's in.
like it's like, hey, the Flash did something again.
Oh, Flash.
Let's
Come
start
on,
again.
guys.
Now possessed with the ability to accelerate to velocities approaching c, the letter C, which is light,
Okay.
the speed of light. The Flash, whom took his name from a comic book hero of his youth, soon sensed evidence of unearthly cosmic harmonics. Determined to uncover proof of parallel worlds, Barry Allen adjusted his frequency. At super speed, he succeeded in lowering his vibrational frequencies by several octaves.
Octaves.
Octaves?
Yeah,
Octaves?
that's how you say it properly.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
In a world that was only a bass tone away. The flash of an alternate reality where Barry's childhood comic book heroes were real. And if Jay Garrick's fictional character was a fictional character in Barry's world, was Barry Allen fiction in some higher and yet undiscovered world? And so it began. Hands were extended across the newly discovered multiverse, and previous unimaginable adventures ensured.
Every part of this comic can be ended with a
And then, inspired, the Flash invented the cosmic treadmill. A running machine designed to fine-tune its substance to previously unexpected wavelengths.
It's a little.
Then came the first crisis on Infinite Earths.
Oh.
Have you guys ever read that?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah.
What's it
Crisis on
like?
Infinite Earths.
I just like
It's
all the
very
comics.
crowded.
I'm just like
I haven't read it. I watched the movie.
I didn't watch. Like I know it. I know about it, and kind of they fight the Anti-Monitor, and is that it?
And
Is that what happens?
Flash dies and.
That's the best comic.
Is that the one?
Flash
Where,
doesn't die.
Flash
Yeah.
always dies.
It
Does
it says he dies, but it's also said that.
I
he runs
thought-
to
is that
Mars.
where he runs into non-existence?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Runs into the Speed Force.
Yeah.
I thought fucking what's his name? Oh my god.
Is that the one where Supergirl dies, or is that a different one? You know, it's
Johnny Quick dies, isn't it?
No,
Yeah,
that was in Rebirth, Flash Rebirth.
Oh, I might be thinking of a different one.
Johnny Quick and Max. I actually literally I read it like last week in more sense.
Isn't it Crime Syndicate though? Isn't it the Crime Syndicate?
No, that's different Johnny Quick. There's a Johnny Quick of Earth 1 as well.
Oh.
Who so Flash gets reborn
Oh.
and he's chasing Savitar,
Mm.
and they touch Savitar and Savitar dies. So then he goes into the Speed Force, and he discovers Max Mercury and Johnny Quick are there.
Yeah.
So he tries to like reach out and touch them, and he accidentally kills Johnny Quick.
Is anyone? He's like infected with the negative Speed Force.
Yeah, he becomes the Black Flash, but then he discovers it was all the Reverse Flash. 'Cause that's
It's always a reverse Flash.
like it was gonna be anyone. So yeah, they fight the Anti. Is that one? Is it like a really famous cover of like Superman holding Supergirl? The front cover, he's like, nah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. It's not-
That's the exact phrase he uses.
what had been Multiverse? What had been Multiverse? What was Universe once more? So it's all one thing now.
Thanks to Barry Allen.
Thanks to Barry Allen. Next, time itself came under threat from Parallax, the Fear Thing, possessing the indomitable will.
That
thing.
fair thing.
They call him that in this as well. Like, there's another universe where it's not like the Yellow Lantern Corps. It's just
The Fear Thing.
Parallax. It's called Parallax, the Fear Thing.
Nice.
But I'd never heard it before this.
Yeah.
No, wasn't it like it was Parallax existed and then Sinestro made the Fear Corps after Parallax died?
Yeah, no, because Parallax, because you know there's the whole thing that Green Lantern can't affect yellow.
Yeah.
It was because Parallax was in the central power battery. So now that he's gone, they can. Like, it don't matter. You got any color then. Yeah, no one's fucking with lines. Anyway, so Parallax, I've tried to read up, I don't know what Parallax did to time. He did something and fucked it up.
Fucked it up.
And then Superboy Prime punched reality,
Fair enough. As you
Yeah.
which changed it, which
Do
brought...
explain how you punch reality.
See, like... I was,
Your name is super anything. You do the fuck
Yeah, but like
you want.
physically
punch.
I think his
a
reality...
non-physical
Flash
and
Like,
can run holes and rips into
it might be not true, but like basically reality was collapsing, so his reality was collapsing. So I think it was like the wall to his reality was really close to him.
I hate physics. This is fucking.
I swear, didn't
I
Superman...
mean, it's not like exact science.
It's not exactly
Well, no, but like.
Didn't Superman once, like,
Good one.
maybe.
fix a rip
Came
in
to
reality by
you.
sealing it together with his laser eyes?
I think he did at one point.
I mean, he does loads of shit.
It doesn't make
would.
any sense though. 'Cause, like,
Seal a rip in reality. with
reality
laser
isn't a
eyes.
physical thing.
Yeah, but like, neither is the Speed Force, but it kind of is as well.
No, because Speed Force isn't a physical thing. It's just like when
No, but,
Flash
like, it's a place
vibrates
and a
at such
person
a frequency.
Right,
and
I
the
thought she needs
thing-
a Speed Force
Well, no, it's not a
director.
person.
No,
It's just
Speed Force is a whole separate podcast.
Like you can't. We'll go when we if we do the Flashpoint.
What?
You ever have a dream where you're dreaming when the-
Shut up!
the dream-
You ever wish you did something that you could that you could be you could do any what you could be anything you want. Okay, so he punched reality, and I don't really care because that meant Jason Todd came back to life.
cool.
So
Has
that's cool.
everybody in the Bat family been Batman?
Yeah,
Yeah, fair
Even
enough.
Alfred.
Alfred was Batman.
Alfred
for a
was
while.
Batman for saying
Red Hood's been everything. Jason
Reddit
Todd.
just doesn't care.
It's been everything.
Have you
Been Jason Todd.
have you read
Batman,
anything
been
about
Inside
Gotham?
Starfire?
Gotham Girl and like the superhero? Have you read anything about that?
I just know she's like, it was like her and her brother, I think,
And he turned into a bad guy.
but he was like kind of dench and apparently took on the
He
whole Justice
took on the
League,
Justice League.
and then she had to like kill him to stop him. And I was
Yeah.
like, how powerful is this guy? Taking the whole Justice League.
Plus, like I'd never read anything of his backstory, so I don't even know like
Yeah.
what he's about.
I
Anyway.
thought they were just like two like vigilantes that were like trying to be Batman, but if he's that dench and took on the whole Justice League,
No one remembered the multiverse, and it's only recorded by the monitors of the fictions of Earth 33. Now, apparently, in DC, we're on Earth 33.
Us.
Earth 33 is
Is this Earth?
this Earth, yeah. Which is cool.
That's interesting. Cool.
Because Superboy Prime is from this Earth. Because his whole thing is like, he was brought up, and they called him Clark Kent, and everyone used to take him because he looked like Superman, and then it turned out to actually be...
So wait, is Earth 33 just an Earth without superheroes who worship superheroes through comics?
Yes.
Nice.
There's actually a bit coming up, which is like very focused on that.
Oh shit. Okay.
So all of them die apart from Nix. I'm not saying his last name. I can't. The super judge.
What then?
And then obviously the whole universe gets destroyed again because of Flashpoint.
You know what,
Good,
Sam?
Barry Allen.
It's a good
Flash is
segue.
gay.
Let's do it.
And then this is the map of the world.
Oh, there's like the light frequencies and shit.
Maps of the universe.
We can go for this one.
Wait, so do different Earths exist in different like frequencies of wave? That's
Yeah.
cool. Oh,
Yeah,
that's cool.
all in the same place as well.
So like we vibrate at our whole universe vibrates at a certain frequency. So if we vibrate at a different frequency,
We'd collide with the other one.
Yeah. so like
What happened then? If two different Earths
it
collided?
happens actually. I didn't put it in this one
Mm.
because it's kind of separate, and I could just do that for like another episode. But basically, there's one universe where there's SOS, the Society of Superheroes, which is Doc Fate, the Atom, Abin Sur, and the Immortal Man. And every 4,000 years or something, there's collides with another universe which has...
Is this the one where Doc Fate's a woman?
No.
Oh.
They collide with a different universe which has Vandal Savage and Parallax, the fear thing. And
You know, I read it. Yeah, no.
The third thing.
Or wait, is it the one where Dr. Fate's like wearing like this like kind of like baggy trousers and he's got like a fucking kind of army uniform?
Yeah, that's
it.
the one.
Yeah.
And like literally it's just his helmet that's like mystical. Oh yeah, so moving on to the next bit.
That's right time.
Which is?
It is then revealed that Nyx unleashed Darkseid upon creation because he was just trying to get back at everyone. He was like,
One creation of what? Like creation
like,
of
like,
Darkseid?
like so basically Darkseid was released from there.
Yeah.
And then he released him like as in now he rules Apocalypse, like
Okay.
sends Apocalypse. And I don't know if they're like contained by time.
Uh-huh.
or if they can just go whenever. And that Nyx now serves the mysterious empty hand. Little Batman is sent to Earth 17, where he discovers some kind of machine. Whilst Earth 17, Batman is sent to the House of Heroes. At this point, Hell Machine is attacking it. Hell Machine is like a big squid with a house on his head, I think.
A nice house on his head.
There it is. That's Hell Machine.
Hey! He has like a city on his head.
He does have like a city on his head. Okay,
Crazy.
so this one's about Earth 33. This is about our world.
Mm-hmm.
This was quite complicated. I simplified it. I might have simplified it too much, so it's like it's not accurate.
Mm-hmm.
But I had to read it through. Like
Why's Hitler doing his shit?
I skipped that bit because that's a separate story as well.
We'll get to that next
Hitler don't
episode.
shit.
Like
God
they
damn.
make Hitler like so. Like they demonize him so much. Obviously he's Hitler, so like. So that's the thing.
You know
So,
what?
no,
Not
I mean-
a good
You
guy.
give Hitler such a bad name.
I mean, like, he's the first opening shot is him on the toilet going, "Why are you talking to me? I am writhing in agony right now." And it's like, obviously, like.
I think that humanizes him, man. We all take shits. You know.
we'll take
We all
shit.
been, man.
On Earth 33,
Take a
which
shit.
is Ultra Comics appears, telling the reader not to turn the page. When you do, a calm-looking man explains that Ultra Comics is created in our world by us through the comic. He is given almost every backstory. It is revealed as Prime Earth has no heroes. The only ones that can be created are the ones on paper. So they create Ultra Comics powered by the reader's imagination through the Ultra Gem in his head. So the people on our world are aware of the threat of the Gentry,
Uh-huh.
but we don't have superheroes and we can't make them. So we write them into a comic.
Uh-huh.
So then he can go to the other comics, which then allows him to go to the other places in the multiverse. And
Yo, so
So
we
we
are
have-
important as fuck.
We have the ability to create universes with a pen.
And erase whatever we want.
Change it.
Well, like, yeah, but we'd have to, like...
Okay, so
like,
he's sent to a wrecked universe. It's not identified.
How much?
It's not. It's not identified what universe he gets sent to, but he gets sent to one where he defeats insectoid JLA members and
And a
things.
bug.
So he brings a giant cube, Mr. Back's cube, to the home camp of some homeless kids because he saves their lives.
As you
However,
do.
once he gets there, he goes to the leader, and it turns out that they're cannibals and they're planning to eat him.
As you do.
He is restrained, and the group's leader, Ultra, who's kind of like is spelt Ultra but with an extra A.
So it's Ultra.
So it's Ultra Comics and Ultra
Okay.
Alright.
appears and eats the Ultra Gem, which is on his head.
Bites out
These
his
guys
forehead.
love eating
Yo,
stuff.
he's huge!
Yeah, he's big. He's a big guy. And then he's like, "I'm out. I'm going to use the
I love
cube
his
to go to a different universe."
Ultra.
But then- Ultra Comics is like, my gem is powered by thought and imagination, so I imagine it's corrosive, so it just
Imagination.
melts through him,
Okay.
kills him.
Yo, he eats it off his head.
Oh,
He doesn't even like take it off, he literally just bites his forehead.
That's great.
They are
However-
cannibals.
Is there
Feed the
that?
middleman. Just take it off the face.
Yeah, just rip it off, mate. That the guy, the calm man that's like, it tries to explain it to you, turns out to be Intellectron, whose plan was to trick them into making Ultra Comics so he could kill them. I don't know why, maybe just don't make them.
Yeah.
Well, hey, it doesn't make sense. Ultra Comics disappears, but because the characters in the comics believe in him and we believe in him, he comes back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Power of imagination.
Who's the giant bat with the eye of Sauron?
That's Intellectron.
I was gonna say.
So then he's like, this is a trap for you, because you in the other universe, but we've lured you to our universe, which is just made of paper,
This is
so
on-
we're going to destroy you. However, it's not powerful enough, and Ultra Comics gets destroyed.
Is this,
No.
is this on Earth Prime now?
Yeah, so believing in...
Don't believe in yourself, guys.
Life lesson.
Finally, one of my favourite Earths is coming up. On Earth 13, Etrigan the Super Demon,
Oh.
which is, he was sent from the dying planet Camelot, so he's Superman and Etrigan, which is OP as shit.
That's crazy.
And his team find what they call a magician's cosmic cabinet, which is basically a portal which takes them to the other universe. The Blood League of Earth 43, led by vampire Savannah, attempt to invade and take over, but are instantly subdued. Wait,
Love that blood league.
because which is they're all vampires. But
Vampire Batman. Whoa.
Tara, or maybe it's Tara spelled backwards. I don't remember. He uses backwards magic and is like all vampires be obsessed with coffee and not blood. So like they start being like, I want a latte and shit.
Shit. Vampire Batman looks fucking cool.
Yeah. So the Marvel family take back the Rock of Eternity, so Snake Savannah and Psycho Savannah leave for Earth 18 However, they instantly shot and killed when they get there. In the House of Heroes, a huge amount of superpowered beings have come to assist. They discover that Little Steel and Wonder Woman work for the Empty Hand. Like, that entire universe is created just to spy on people.
Little Steel.
What?
Little Steel, you know Steel.
Yeah, Steel.
Can't remember.
Little Steel.
So they decide to deactivate to avoid interrogation. Hell Machine lets loose an army of villains to attack the House of Heroes. So basically, it's everyone in the House of Heroes versus that. Meanwhile, on Earth 8, the Retaliators and Superman's team are still fighting Nyx, who will solve his all-powerful Rubik's Cube in 17 moves,
Oh shit.
ripping open fatal wounds in time and space. I don't know how. Surely you just do it. You don't really need a Rubik's Cube. As this is happening, the Marvel family use the fake Rock of Eternity to spear Hell Machine off of the House of Heroes. And then that hits the parasite that's in like the bleed space.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it just kills them both. Nick solves the cube in like 14 moves instead of 17. And he's like, no one's ever solved it in that many moves before. Guinness World Records.
What the fuck?
Call him up.
Call him up.
He did it in 15 moves.
Yeah. Red Racer appears with 15 alternate flashes.
Look at him
And hits Nyx with near infinite mass punches 15 times.
Jesus.
Jeez.
I mean, they're not infinite mass, they're near infinite mass.
Yeah, but like there's like 8. How many of them?
15.
So
15 of them.
Accelerated.
Nyx is returned to sanity. The Gentry appear to take him back. All the heroes from the House of Heroes show up to defeat the Gentry together. They win! Yay!
Yeah, good.
They discover a signal coming from a door. They walk through it to find Earth 7. When it turns out that each member of the Gentry, which is like impossible to beat, they're just like goons. There's like hundreds of each of them. So they're very screwed. And sitting in the middle is a shadowy figure. He's like, yeah, this is all a test. You guys failed. You're piss easy to beat.
Cool.
He banishes them all, and he was like,
The
we're not going to destroy it yet because we're still feasting off the other multiverse we just destroyed, Multiverse 2. He says, empty is my hand.
Oh, man, I'm pretty full of those too.
Because basically the empty hand, he's supposed to create everything.
Mm-hmm.
Because in Green Lantern, when you had a Krona the man,
Corona like the beer? Or?
Cronenberg, Morty. No.
Morty.
Corona was one of the.
Correct. Happy correct.
Side note.
So Corona was one of the Guardians of the Universe,
Right.
and they were supposed to just kind of watch and not do anything. But he was like, "Nah, I want to see what's going on." So he viewed the beginning of time, and the beginning of time was just a giant hand creating everything. But they went mad because
Giant hand.
that's what he. Superman realizes the Gentry must have come from Earth Prime, so Gentry from our Earth.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, we created the Gentry apparently.
Wow.
Oh, we're dicks.
And the group
Super dicks.
and the group decide to stay together in a crisis. So they are called Operation Justice Incarnate. Essentially, mean they work together and they say thank you to Nyx and they give him $800 to pay his rent for the month.
Best ending ever.
And yeah, that's Multiversity.
Crazy. So, everyone's favourite multiverse universe. Go.
See, actually, you know what? Let's go through them. Pass them here. Unless someone else wants to read it. Callum wants to read it.
I mean, it's got to be Earth 23, to be honest.
Alright, Callum's at 23.
Biased to anything.
So there's
Which one's at
Black
23?
Superman
Black
with my
Superman.
name.
Yeah, of course.
Who's president of the United States?
Of course.
Alright, so what we got?
I can like the universe where Flash is mixed with Aquaman.
Oh my god, that's my favourite universe.
Aquaflash.
Earth 32.
They seem like the most pointless
You
powers
got-
to have.
You got
You can swim really, really fast.
You got Super Martian.
Oh my shit!
See, you don't need that though, because
He's OP.
You need that!
but
Black Arrow, which is still pretty good. You got
Black and
Bat Lantern.
Lantern OP is shit, to be fair. Hawk,
No.
Wonder Hawk,
Oh my god!
and other members. See, they're called the Justice Titans.
I know.
Why?
Because they're fucking.
They're just
No,
dench!
because Justice Titans is obviously a merger of Teen Titans and the Justice League.
Ah, but they're dench.
Can you imagine that?
Cyber.
Kid Flash mixed with Flash.
Wonder
Superboy
Fire.
mixed with Superman. Robin mixed with Batman.
They'd just be
Same
they
people.
exact same.
Exact same
But a
people.
little bit worse.
Just like a little bit younger.
Alright, so we got New 52 Earth. Earth 1.
Earth 2,
Fuck,
Earth
smaller
3,
than I
Earth
expected.
4.
Yo, fuck that, man. Super Martian all the way.
So good.
Why do you even need anyone else? They win everything.
I kind of like the Nazi Earth.
Yeah, I bet you would.
You're nuts.
Oh.
You're nuts.
I like the idea of Uncle Sam. I like Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam's cool. Who's just America.
Okay.
The League of Shadows, which is the Earth 13 with Edric and Super Demon.
Not like that.
I don't know if he's just Edric though, and just calls himself a Super Demon because.
I mean, he's got the S and everything. Like, that seems
Yeah.
overboard just to be.
How about Earth 47? Got the Love Syndicate.
Oh.
The psychedelic Love Syndicate. Consisting of Sunshine Superman.
Look at Earth 13's Swamp Thing though.
Looks like a Martian. What?
I know. I would thought that was Martian Manhunter, but it's not. That's something. Fate. Yeah, you got Dr. Fate, obviously. And then I do like how they, with some of them, they've got storylines that are like kind of one shots. Because I don't think Bizarro needed an entire universe, man.
The Bizarroverse.
Well, like, it kind of helps explain it why there's, like, bizarre versions of all of them.
There's Bizarros on like every single Earth.
Bizarro Flash is.
Bizarro Flash, like how you can't be the slowest man alive because some people just stay still.
He can
That's
fly.
slower.
He can fly.
What?
He flies instead of runs.
He flies really slow.
And he's very fat.
Okay, so that's the episode. Discard.
Wub-a-dub-wub-wub.
Bye guys.